Yo, what is going on? It's your boy Anubis here with a brand new video for you guys today, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. Hope you're all enjoying this. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're all feeling good, looking, smelling good. If you're not feeling good, hopefully better throughout the day. And if you're not smelling good, go wash your ass. So today's video, I want to do, I guess, an impression video on Fortnite. I don't want to call it a review, kind of a review. It's too late to do reviews with it for again. It's been out for what, 5-6 years. So just kind of like my impressions on how I feel about Fortnite as someone who just started playing the game, and now I feel like I've gotten a bit of hours under my belt to talk about how I'm feeling about Fortnite right now. This could be a long video, this could be a short video. We'll see. I will say, obviously a lot of people are not, if you like, I don't know how much this video is going to get when it comes to traction. Do all the things the algorithm likes so it can get some good traction, but a lot of you won't agree with it. A lot of you won't like want to say about Fortnite, whether you hate Fortnite, whether you like Fortnite. There's gonna be things in here that both sides of those camps just won't like. Me personally, I just feel like this game is more than what people like me thought Fortnite was beforehand. Because beforehand, people like me thought Fortnite was just some kiddie game and we didn't touch it. I'm an ultra competitive player. I play a lot of competitive games. I said before, I played every AAA like franchise that exists, whether it's Call of Duty or Battlefield or Halo, Gears of War, whether it's Overwatch, whether it's any of the top battle royales. I've played all the top franchise when it comes to shooters. I'm an ultra competitive person, so I do have a brain or thought process that focuses more on wanting more skill-based things and more competitive-based things than not. So there's gonna be things in this video where I say stuff that, if you're a casual player, you might like those things, but again, this comes from the mindset of someone who plays a lot of competitive games like Rainbow Six Siege, and so you're gonna see me wanting to have some more skill involved into Fortnite than exists in the game currently. And I'm not saying that Fortnite doesn't take skill, because I do feel like sometimes when I say certain things like that, where I say there could be more skill things in a video game, that it kind of sounds like I'm saying there is none. There's a little bit here, but it's also definitely at its core a casual game, a casual experience, where they want as many people from the ages of 12 to 99 to be able to play the game, be able to pick it up, do something of some sort, be it get 1 kill, get 20 kills. They want you to be able to play the game at any skill level. So I know it's weird to give was basically a review to a game that's pretty old now, but I literally had never played a game of Fortnite until recently, and now after playing it for a full week, maybe hours a day, multiple hours a day, I feel like I could have a good sense of this game right now for this season. To start things off, I don't think Fortnite is a bad game. Calling Fortnite a bad game or looking at it with a stink eye or anything like that is basically a meme at this point, and not true. Most people who would have such a disdain for the game, who either never played the game but have seen what it looks like and just assumes things, or people who are generally bad at battle royales or fanboys of other battle royale games that call the other best, like people who are fans of Apex and like, oh, Fortnite's trash. If people are fans of PUBG, Apex and Fortnite are trash, that kind of thing, where you kind of just pick a team and you start lashing out at the other. Me personally, I think I'm the best man for the job at talking about each battle royale, since I spend a good amount of time with most of them, from Naraka to Blood Hunt to PUBG to Spellbreak to Apex to Hyperscape to Fortnite now. All of those games except Blood Hunt, I've done well on both PC and console. One on both platforms. I've done good on both platforms. And the only reason why I say except Blood Hunt is because Blood Hunt isn't on freaking Xbox, so I haven't played it on console. I have played on PC. But as someone who plays on both, platforms, PC and console, I play the popular ones. Honestly, Fortnite is the last one on the list for me to even start playing. Like, the ones I named before, I've all played those way before I played Fortnite. Fortnite's something I literally just started playing. Now, I know you're here to know what I think about the game, and I've been rambling a little bit. Fortnite is a solid battle royale experience. If you want, the opinion from someone who has only played solo and only played in no build, I can tell you that I've never played Fortnite outside of those things. I've only played no build and I've only played solo. I cannot tell you what Fortnite is like with a duo or trios. I cannot tell you what Fortnite is like outside of the game modes that I played. So if you're looking for someone who can give you like a full impression of Fortnite, you're not getting it here, because I only played no build and I only played solo. I will honestly never play the game outside of no build. I'm sorry, not sorry. You know, just how I is how I am, is how I see it. I'm not trying to have a 7-Eleven built when I shoot someone, and I don't want to need to build a Walgreens to get high ground or to defend myself. I just don't care about that aspect of Fortnite. That's part of why I never played Fortnite to this point, is I just don't care about the whole building aspect of Fortnite. And honestly, I feel like there's a lot of people who are like me, who are just like, I don't care about building. I'm not going to build. And they just avoided the game because of just that one particular thing. I'm not building things. And there's like a lot of gimmicky things that Fortnite does that will also throw people off. Like, I'll tell you guys right now, we're gonna talk about some negatives later in the video, and we're gonna get back to the gameplay as well. But there's certain things in Fortnite that sometimes makes me want to uninstall the game. But then I remind myself, this is a casual game, chill. You know, because if these things happen in other games, it wouldn't take. Like boogie bombs, I think boogie bombs are utter garbage and cheesy as hell, but it's a kiddie game. Well, I shouldn't say kiddie game, it's a casual game. But for those who don't know what boogie bombs are, because you don't play Fortnite, boogie bombs are basically like grenades that make you dance. So think about playing in a shooter. You see someone, you're ready to get into an engagement, and they throw a grenade that stops you from being to fight back or to fight them. You're just sitting there, you know, doing some disco moves while you're getting shot. So it basically makes you able to defend yourself and able to take part in the FPS of a video game or a shooting game, and you're just standing there dancing, getting killed for free. It's annoying, it's cheesy, and it can be frustrating. Fortnite is many things, but what it is not, it's not a kid's gimmicky, terrible shooter. Even though there aren't gimmicks in it, it's not a terrible game, and it's not really, I wouldn't necessarily call it overly kiddie. Like, there's definitely some things here meant to draw in kids, but I would say there's things in the game that's meant to draw on anyone and everyone, whether you are a kid, whether you are an anime fan, whether you are a music fan, whether you are a fan of DC or Marvel. There's things in Fortnite to draw you in. It's not, when I say it's not a kid's gimmicky game, think of it more in the meme sense, not the literal sense. Fortnite gets memed on a lot when it comes to being kiddie or gimmicky, but it's not necessarily what those memes are. You know, the gimmicks they do is just like I mentioned, you know, boogie bombs. You know, they're a small thing in the game. They're not like a massive thing that everyone's running around with boogie bombs. It's this. I've only had to deal with boogie bombs while playing this game like maybe 3 times. So you consider the fact that I play this game every single day for multiple hours a day. That's rare. It's rare for me to come across someone who's actually using the gimmick of the game. There's a lot of there's plenty of gimmicky things in the game, but not everyone's using those gimmicks. What it is a game with a lot of good qualities. I think the movement is really good in Fortnite. I've seen people play like the actual building mode, and I've seen like one guy, he's like one of the top creators for Fortnite. He was playing with Ninja, but I don't know his name, but he was like swinging around like Spider-Man. It's like, that's pretty cool, you know, like, let's be honest, that's pretty cool. I'm sure there's other people who have like similar kind of things like that, and you know, that's cool. Anything that improves movement is always nice. I like fast movement, I like fast-paced combat, I like fast-paced, you know, sliding around, and a lot of the core movement mechanics of Fortnite is pretty solid and pretty good. I think excluding 2 things that I'll mention later, the gunplay itself is also pretty solid. The game has surprisingly low time to kill. I expect this game to have a longer time to kill than what it does, because it's a casual game. Usually casual games tend to like go with longer time to kills, especially battle royales. Battle royales definitely tend to go with the high time to kill. This game doesn't though, and that surprised me because of how low time to kill is, and how good most of the gunplay is. In many ways, I'd rather play Fortnite over, say, like Apex, because Apex has a high time to kill, and I feel like it creates mediocre gameplay. It creates a lot of random chance. And don't get me wrong, Fortnite has random chance in it too when it comes to its gunplay, but it feels more smooth in this game than Apex, and I feel like that's mostly because of how low the time to kill is. You know, Apex, whom like I said before, has a high time to kill with mediocre gunplay. That gunplay might be mediocre entirely because of how high the CTK is, and the bullet registration, it has issues. Apex as well. Apex has a lot of issues when it comes to connectivity and bullet registration. So when you combine those things together with the high time to kill, you're going to get a lot of frustration in, as I said before, a perceived notion of mediocre gunplay. Now, Apex didn't have those issues and didn't have a high time to kill. Maybe its gunplay will be far superior to Fortnite is. Now, the visuals of Fortnite aren't bad either. Character models look very solid. In this video, you're seeing gameplay from both PC, where I have my graphic quality settings set to being low, because I turn my graphics quality settings in all my shooters to low, just so I can have more FPS. That's literally the reason. I turn my settings, whether it's Siege, whether it's Halo, doesn't matter what I'm playing, I turn my graphics settings low on PC for shooters, just so I get more FPS. But you're also going to see some Series X gameplay in there as well, where you can really see how Fortnite looks visually. Yes, it's a bit cartoony, but that doesn't really matter at all. Like, I feel like calling Fortnite a cartoony looking game is a very cheap dig, just to, you know, to again, to meme on the game. If you play anime style games or cell shaded games or anything of the like, then cartoony aesthetics shouldn't be a negative for Fortnite, because you play games that have a similar aesthetic. Don't get it twisted. Cell shaded is cartoony. If you're someone who can openly play Borderlands, you can play Fortnite. If you're someone who plays anime games or anime style games, Tower Fantasy, Genshin Impact, actual anime games like Naruto, you know, you can play Fortnite, because that's cartoony. Like, it's still cartoonish cartoon animation regardless of what it is. It's a cartoony aesthetic. So saying Fortnite is bad because it looks cartoony is just a cheap dig. In terms of connectivity, I have pretty solid internet. I'm a streamer after all, so I'm going to have some decent connectivity, which, by the way, link in the description below to my Twitch stream. Follow me on Twitch. I stream every Monday through Thursday. I'm a variety streamer, so I play a variety of different games, sometimes Fortnite, sometimes other games, just depending on how I'm feeling that day. But anyways, frequently there will be like connection interruption icons at the top left corner that I guess comes up if there's lag or something. I'm not entirely sure, because it's, you know, is the way Fortnite does it's a little weird than other games. Other games show you like different icons that you can that are kind of universal when it comes to there being some lag or some pocket loss, or, you know, just any kind of general connectivity issues. So you just see like a stop mark on like a connection icon, or you see an X, and I guess, like I said, those would be some connectivity issues. But with that, I haven't had any crashes. Like, this game has run very, very fine for me, outside of what I just mentioned when it comes to connectivity stuff. You know, I haven't had any crashes, haven't had any freezes, haven't had any disconnects, none of that. And my gunfights, I never feel like my gunfights are a win or a loss based on connection. Maybe some of the issues that I'm going to mention later in this video are because of connection, and maybe not. I don't necessarily know, because I'm not a Fortnite player. I don't have a lot of experience with the game under the hood, and as someone, and that's like a, you know, a yearly player of the game. But it just feels like the gunfights feel smooth, and I feel like, you know, a lot of times I kill people pretty quickly, and a lot of times people kill me pretty quickly. Sometimes it seems like I do shoot forever, and that could be because connectivity, or it could be just, you know, their internet's bad, and there's a whole process that goes in when it comes to, you know, good internet. Because regardless of how good my internet is, you know, that means nothing, and the person I'm shooting at has worse internet because of latency. And you know that anything that I do has to be uploaded to the game servers, and then it has to be downloaded to that player, and vice versa. So on my screen, I might have fallen behind a building, but on other player's screen, I might be still standing out in the open shooting at them, or, you know, not doing anything at all, because latency is a thing and connectivity is a thing. A lot of games try to intentionally, you know, have some kind of like lag comp, which has been a thing since Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, where to help out people who have bad internet, they allow that latency to be a thing. So some of you might feel like I've been being pretty positive towards Fortnite, so you might be feeling being negative towards tonight. But actually, this part of the videos where I'm going to get pretty negative towards the game. So let's talk about some negatives. Fortnite is one of those games that punishes the person who starts a fight. This is a common thing. A lot of games have things like a flinch mechanic to punish people who are, you know, the instigators of combat. And the whole thought process here is to allow the other player, you know, to defend themselves. That's kind of like why you have lag comps, why you have flinchings, why you have any kind of mechanic in a video game that punishes the person who shot first, is to allow the person who's being shot at to defend themselves. There's something in the game called first shot accuracy that I heard about. I also heard that it took it out the game, but I've also heard that it's still in the game as well. There's some, as I said before, about flinch mechanics. I feel like Fortnite does have a flinch mechanic, so sometimes if you start a fight, a player can turn around and seemingly have laser accuracy when it comes to the whole first shot thing. And again, just in general, I personally don't like when games, you know, punish the person who instigates the fight. You know, if you get the shot off someone first, the only reason you should ever lose that fight is if you're just a worse player than that player is. Now, I'm a competitive player, and as such, I never like built-in advantage in video games. I want there to be as even a playing field as possible, so you can see who the better players are, who the best player is in any given situation you can fight. I feel it makes fights random when you have all these advantages, and not based on skill or anything like getting drop on someone who's unexpected. I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a competitive player. I want things like that. I want some skill being in the game, but I understand why, you know, they have these mechanical advantages within the game. Another issue in Fortnite is weapon balancing. Shotguns in this game are insane. I play every major shooter, and there's no shooter I've ever seen that has a shotgun as broken as Fortnite shotguns. Like, I mean, these things are broken. Like, they break your shields from 100 and 150 because you have like that initial 50, then you have like your actual shields. Then you'll get hit with one shotgun shot, and you'll be down to like just 5 health. And that can happen to you like through an entire house. Happens to you through a boulder. Happens to you through a mountain. I say it because it happened to me. I've also seen it happen to other people. So this is a real thing. I've seen it when I watch Fortnite streams, and I don't know if it's lag, if it's latency, or what it is, but shotguns are frequently just too good, and they're also frequently very good at mid-range. Like a mid-range, one shotgun shot, and a lot of shotguns, it doesn't even have to be like a gold tier shotgun, can break your shields at mid-range. You know, that's insane to think about that a shotgun at mid-range can just do 100 damage to your shields, and then the second shot you usually will kill you. It's nuts. Now, again, I play a lot of shooters. So only shooter I can think of where there's a shotgun that was like massively broken to a point to where it can make you not want to play the game was Battlefield 3 with the USAS. The USAS 12 was ridiculous, but it did end up getting nerfed. You know, I've played, and I'm not even, here's the thing about me. The things that I'm complaining about, I've also taken advantage of. You know, I've played games where I'll walk around with a shotgun like my primary weapon because it's a crutch. And you're going to use that crutch to get with any kind of wins you can get in gunfights, with any kind of advantage you could get, and you rely on that often. You know, it has insane range, insane spread and huge damage. You're going to use it. You know, it'd be dumb not to use it. You're allowed to have 5 guns in this game. Like, there's 5 item slots, and usually most people will have like that 5th slot be either shields or health. You might have 4 and 5 be shields or health, and the other 3 be guns. But a lot of times, since you can just run 5 guns, so everyone has a shotgun. Like, seriously, so it's a little bit of an overuse and overpower situation when it comes to that. Now, how could you change that? You could just outright balance the shotguns more, or you could limit the number of slots people have for weapons. You could make it to where those last 2 slots have to be heals or shields, and the player can only use 3 weapons. That would be a good way to like just in general balance a lot of the guns in the game, so people aren't just running around with a full slew of guns, of ARs, sniper rifles, shotguns, and handguns, and you know, there's flare. There's so many different type of guns in the game, and you could just have one of each if you wanted to, or at least you can have 5 you can have 5 rifles if you wanted to. Like, it's just weird. But Epic really needs to rebalance them because they could single-handedly make new players not stick around. Player retention is a real thing. People who've already sunk in days, months into the game, hundreds of dollars into the game, won't stop playing because of broken weapons. They've already in here. There's sunk cost fallacy. They're locked into Fortnite. Players like me who aren't Fortnite players, who aren't devoted to the game, who would just stop playing it if they feel like there's something that they don't like, you're going to lose those players. You're going to lose players who are just like, I don't like this, I'll play something else, because they're not already sunken into the game itself. It happens with any game. Any game that's out there, you have people who are dedicated to that game because they put in so much time into that game, so many hours, so much money. They're not leaving that game. No matter how bad it gets, they're not leaving that game because they've sunk so much other life into it. And people who are new to those games will just leave. You know, someone picks up Halo Infinite right now, and play it and don't like it, they're just going to leave. They're not going to be like, I'm going to go to YouTube or go to Twitter and talk about how Halo Infinite sucks. They're just like, all right, this game shit, uninstall. That can happen here with Fortnite. You could lose people over some of the gimmicky things. You could lose people over the weapon imbalances. Personally, I'm already at a point with the game where once I finish the Battle Pass, I might stop playing. And why? Shotguns are too strong. Like, I'm just being honest with you. My only devotion to this game right now, because I did buy the Battle Pass. Yeah, and once I complete it, maybe I'll keep playing. Maybe I'll enjoy the game to a point to where it's like, all right, shotguns aren't that bad, or I can deal with the bullshit and still play. Who knows? But shotguns are too strong and they annoy me. Even if I myself benefit from them, I still find them broken and don't like that they're as strong as they are. You know, I also don't like the lack of footstep audio. I feel like you can't really hear footsteps in this game. I do wear a pretty good headset. I have a Razer headset. So, you know, me being someone who pays a good headset, I should hear people who are running around me. And I've had a lot of games where people just run up on me and it's like, where the hell does this person even come from? That's also someone who has the visual audio indicator on. So like, sometimes the visual audio indicator shows footsteps and sometimes it doesn't. You know, I don't like the first shot accuracy, I mentioned before, and sometimes the weapons can be weird and random when it comes to how they perform. With that said, I do think it's a solid game. Every game has its flaws. And if you're a Fortnite fan and you think I'm just being too hard on this game, I'm not. I think this is actually a very positive video for the most part. And every game has its flaws. Every game, no matter, even my favorite shooters have its flaws that I can point out easily. Fortnite is no different. I've enjoyed my time playing. I've done a lot of winning for someone who is new to the game. I've gotten multiple wins both console and PC. Hell, my first 5 games on PC was 3 wins and 2 losses, and there was back-to-back wins in those first 5 games. I've got some spicy clips, has some insane gunfights, and really when a game is at its performing at its best and shotguns aren't, involved in the fights, it's some of the most fun I've had in Battle Royale. I mean, nothing tops having fun in Naraka. Naraka to me is just so much more fun to play than most Battle Royales because I feel like there's so much skill involved in that game because of melee. Melee is the focus of that game, and I feel like it's really hard to not have skill in a melee-based video game. Again, other mechanics that I think this game has just to make it easier on casual gamers or easier on its own community, who are generally bad at shooters or not very good at battle royales. Fortnite could easily be a game that stays in my rotation if Epic, makes some changes. It's a very good game. It's not a bad game. It's solid. I enjoy it. And again, like player attention, you could lose me over the shotgun situation, or you might not. I'm just saying, I'm mentioning it because I've had moments where I want to turn the game off because of shotguns. I'm mentioning it because there's been moments where I've gotten like multi-kills with the shotgun. I'm like, this feels like cheese. And as a competitive player, even me, I sometimes feel like this is I don't want to win this way. Sometimes I get that feeling where it's like, I don't want to win this way. But generally, I do think Fortnite is a solid game. I don't regret not playing it until now. I feel like playing it now after having all the time away from it and letting it build into what it is now and having experienced all the other BRs that I've experienced, my mindset right now is different than it would have been 5 years ago when it comes to Fortnite. So I feel like now was a good time for me to get into it. Will I stay playing Fortnite? I don't even know. So I can't tell you the answer on that. But I do know that what I have played overall, there's been some issues. But overall, I've had fun. That's all I say, guys. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Do all things algorithm likes. Catch you guys on the next video. Follow me on Twitch. I'll catch you guys on my Twitch stream as well. Next video you'll see will be a Spider-Man Let's Play video. Watch those Let's Play videos. I think they're solid to watch. So watch them. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all stay safe. Be kind to one another. I'll be your boy Anubis. I'm out of here. Deuces.